So this is going to be another movie review. This one's called Shaun the Sheep Movie 2015. I believe it's 82 minutes long, rated PG, if I'm not mistaken. I hated this movie. Give it 1 out of 5 stars. Supposedly it's by the same people who did Chicken Run. I'm trying to get my son to watch Chicken Run, but he saw this one instead because it happened to be showing on big screen on San Fran Cinemark. So we went to see it. My son liked it. I hated it. My son liked the burping stuff in the fancy restaurant where the sheep are all dressed up like humans or Homo sapiens. He thought that was the only time he really laughed, but he said he liked the movie. He said they look like Play-Doh characters. He's pretty good at reviewing movies, actually. Follows in his father's footsteps, I suppose. But he's very observant like that. So, anyways, this movie's about a farmer, takes care of mostly sheep. There's a dog, a rooster, and a billy goat, and a bull, I guess. So the routine is pretty standard. I mean, the rooster says cock-a-doodle-doo. The dog bumps his head, wakes up. The farmer guy starts shaving. And the sheep start to wake up. So the farmer guy is pretty good at shearing the wool off the sheep. The sheep decide to trick the farmer by jumping over the fence, thereby making him fall asleep. They stick him in a trailer, which proceeds to accidentally roll down. Is that a split infinitive? Oh, sorry. It proceeds to roll down accidentally to the big city where the farmer guy loses his memory. The pigs take over the house, the farmhouse, start acting like wild animals, like Animal House. Yeah, I guess that's the cartoon version of Animal House. And then the sheep are disappointed that they can't join in the fun because pigs have the house locked up to themselves. So Shaun the sheep, a main character, decides to go back to the big city looking for the farmer guy. Meanwhile, he's in the hospital due to memory loss. He escapes from the hospital somehow and ends up in this, what looks like a gay barber shop. I'm not making this up. He sees the clippers, the hair clippers, and he immediately remembers clipping something. He doesn't remember that it was clipping sheep wool, but he grabs some guy by the head and starts clipping his hair like sheep wool. It's got kind of a poofy top, like a poodle or something. And so the guy's impressed with the way he looks. All the women start chasing him. It's the same guy who was in the fancy restaurant that I was talking about. Meanwhile, Shaun the sheep's sheep friends show up on another bus to join his forces with him. Shaun the sheep gets caught by some kind of animal catcher guy. Kind of reminds me of the garbage pail kids, ugly people catcher. Anyways, Shaun the sheep escapes from the animal jail. Um, he rejoins his other sheep friends. There's a dog who gets released as well. Some lady in the theater thought that the dog was cute looking. I thought it was fucking ugly. Pardon my French for all the kids who are watching. Anyways, so they're pretty depressed when they go see the farmer guy. The farmer guy doesn't even remember who they are, so they get kicked out, and they're living in some kind of alley. Like homeless bums living out on the street. So Shaun the sheep comes up with an idea to start jumping over the gate again in front of the barbershop window. The farmer barbershop guy, who's all famous now for doing his sheep style haircuts, he falls asleep promptly from again. They stick him in some kind of weird looking Trojan horse thing. The animal catcher finds out that there are sheep inside the Trojan thing. Fake looking pinata horse that moves on wheels. So the animal catcher follows them all the way to the farm, almost shoves their thing off the cliff. I don't know, it's some kind of house thing by now. Things happen so fast it's hard to keep track, but the house is almost pushed off the cliff by the animal catchers hijacking one of the farmer's bulldozer things. But Shaun the sheep saves the day, manages to get the guy off the tractor and pulls the tractor back. Then the farmer guy suddenly remembers an old photo of them sort of, shoulder to shoulder kind of thing with the young farmer and the sheep, one of those pictures. So he starts remembering most of what he's done. The ending is a little confusing, but anyways, he kicks the animal catcher's ass. So he's flying through the air and he lands in a pile of poop. I don't know what kind of poop, maybe horse poop. It's not really clear, but anyways, that's about the long end and the short end of this movie. Like I said, I didn't think it was funny. There's no dialogue. It's just people mumbling. And I almost fell asleep towards the end. My son was sleepy too, but not towards the end of the movie. He started getting sleepy at church. Anyways, not a good flick. I wouldn't recommend it for adults, certainly. Maybe for a 5-year-old kid, I would recommend it. But I don't suspect that any 5-year-olds are watching this video at the moment. Laters.